It's Hip Hop and R&B on 103.5, the B Pop and Keith live. Very special guest all the way from the north. That's what we like to call it, man. A.K.A. Toronto, A.K.A. T. Dot. Smiley in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's good? How are you?
Feel good. Feels good to be in Miami, you know?
Listen, I usually ask people how they get their name, but with you, it's clearly obvious.
I had to switch my name.
I'm just saying, you got $1 million smile, bro.
I know. And
you know what I mean?
I had like 3 names, and then Smiley just took over all of them.
That's what's up. I mean, it's indicative to your energy and the vibe that you give off, man. But Smiley, officially, how did you get your name?
So I just, one time, I had a other name, but I needed a different name for like the stuff I was doing on the roads, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't want my rapper name, my street name to be the same because I'm like, I don't want the cops to be on to me or whatever.
Right.
So then I switched it, and then Smiley was just supposed to be like my other name for the streets and stuff, but then it just took over the everything. Like,
I like it.
became my whole, everyone called me that. So.
Nah, I love it, man. I love it. T-Dot and Miami have a lot in common, also a lot different. The weather's crazy different, but what we do have in common is the amount of like Caribbean influence that we have in Toronto and that we have in Miami. Obviously, talking to you the first 3 seconds, I could already pick up, you know, on your accent. Yeah. So let everybody know where you're from, because I know right now in Miami, everybody thinks you're Dominican, but that's not the truth. So where are you from?
So obviously, I'm from Toronto, but my mom is Mexican. My dad's Haitian. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Wow. You fitting right in down here. The only thing it'll be Cuban.
But I won't lie. So my first language was French.
Got you.
I don't know Spanish yet.
Okay.
So I need to learn it. Every time I come here, it reminds me how bad I need to learn it. Because I'm like, bro, I have never called the Uber here or anything, and it's not a Spanish person.
Yeah.
I just speak Spanish.
English is the second language here in Miami,
crazy.
Bro. That's what's up, man. What? So that's so interesting, Haitian, Mexican. And like I said, I was just drawing the comparisons between Miami and T-Dot. So if you were in Miami, it would be Haitian, Cuban.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So but that's really dope. So how did the music find you, King?
The music found me. Actually did find me because I was just hearing my friends rap so much, like when we were kids. Mm-hmm. They would battle rap in like our hood and stuff, and we had a couple older guys doing the rap and stuff, and we were always inspired by them. So when I would hear them just rapping, I would just listen and would vibe in like a circle. And then one day I just told them, like, we got expelled from school. Mm-hmm. And I just booked a studio for them from one of our older guys. Like, I made him hook up our studio session.
Right.
And then I made them just do a song, and then they wanted me on the song. They're like, yo, if we're doing it, you have to be on this record too, you know? And then that was my first time ever rapping. I'm like, I'm with the guys, let's just do it, whatever.
That's what's up, man.
And then we released that first song on YouTube, a video, and we got a little traction in Toronto, so we just kept doing it for fun.
That's what's up, man.
But after our first song, the cops just raided our trap, sang our song, and then the older guys in my neighborhood, my older brother got mad at us, like, oh, you guys are just hotting up the block.
Yeah, right.
They wanted us to stop, you know? And then we said, yo, bun these guys. Bro.
Yeah. Well,
we almost stopped, but then we're like, bro, are these guys crazy?
Yeah, so it's a good
the
thing
older
you
guys
didn't.
are doing it. Now we're just doing it. We got a little
buzz,
traction.
yeah.
It's like, we are hot in the block up. Yeah, right, buddy.
So you went against your big brother, and now look at you, making him proud.
Yeah. He definitely is. He's my biggest supporter, my biggest critique.
That's what's up. That's good to have, man. So let's talk about, you know, it's so ironic. I got a phone call last night like, hey, you know, you were going to come and do this interview. Ironically, I had downloaded your song the day before.
Yeah.
Right? And I listened to it because like a drill vibe, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, snap. Because this was my first time hearing. Of course, you know, when you see Drake on something, you're going to be curious, you know? And when I heard it and I heard you snapping, my first thought was that you were from the UK because, you know, when you hear when you hear the drill stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then in further listening, I kind of caught on to it and correlated like, oh, okay, this is from the North,
Yeah.
You know? So let's talk about your single that you have out right now.
Yeah, To Mazza. That's our lead single from the tape I just dropped. Also, Don't Box Me In, 9-song EP. And yeah, To Mazza is like a Toronto slang that we say out there. That's just like, it means like too, like mad, like crazy, like something sick, like, like this building looks Mazza, like,
That's crazy.
Something like that's a good thing or it could be a bad thing, you know?
Right.
So
it has that double entendre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we came up with that. I named the song that I sent to Drake that I was like, yo, you could probably hop on this for my tape. And the name of the song, we named it To Mazza because it was just like...
Hold on, let me stop you for a minute. So you just... Hey, Drake, you could hop on this one? I mean, could you please explain the relationship here? So, for the average person, like, hey, Drake, I'm going to send you these two. See what you can do.
So, all right, so we're in New York. I just released one of my second singles from this tape, which is Understand. It's called Understand. Me and this guy, actually, we went to...
name him so people
Smile.
can
know. Sorry. My boy Smiles. Live in the flesh with me in Miami, man.
Yeah.
We went to a lotto party she had in New York, Halloween. And then we got back, and then Drake posted my song on his story. And
wow.
we were on FaceTime. We were talking. He's just like, yo, we need to get one on your tape. He's like, our last song was Over the Top, which was probably like 3 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm like, my tape was supposed to drop in like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get one. And I just pushed my date back a bit.
Wow.
And then we're just working on a song. I sent him a couple songs, and I knew I was just sending him bare different vibes. And I was just trying to get him excited in the way where I know what kind of songs he likes, but I just give him a bunch so he could just choose between. And then my manager, he records me too sometimes when I don't go to the studio. Right. I record at his house. And then he named one of the songs To Mazza because he's just like, this guy just snapped on the song, And once we sent that to Drake, he's a guy like he gets ideas from little things he sees that he thinks he could,
so come to life.
He's seen the To Mazza name. He's just like, yo, this is going to be something crazy we could come up with, like for Toronto, like if I make a hook about To Mazza, and he just like, yo, let me find the right beat for it and do a hook, and then I'll send it back, But even me and Smiles right here, like we're abusing the word Mazza and shit, and that's how it really came about. He says it even more than me, so it's like that's how it's influenced. And then whatever, so then now he sends me craziest day, like when he sends me the song was on my daughter's birthday, like
Wow.
He actually told me, he's like, yo, I'm gonna send it on this day, and then the day was coming, my daughter's birthday. I was like 11. I was like, this nigga doesn't. He sends it right before 12, like, and then the next day he sends me 2 more records. He's like, you can use all of them.
Wow.
Or he's like, whatever you want, use this.
That's amazing. I mean, just to give Drake credit, man. He's always been
Drake,
that.
Bro,
he's always been that type of guy, who to jump on people's track and give it life, understanding and knowing his power. And actually, I want to really give him his gold roses for doing that for you, because I wish a lot of other artists would see things that way.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting on all of this power and all this opportunity, and it's nothing for you to like let go back, letting your hand down to pull someone up. But a lot of these artists, they'll dangle it, and
he always like,
and nobody's bigger than him. Nobody's bigger than him.
Right.
So it's like, come on, nobody's bigger than him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So Drake, if you're listening, kudos to you.
Shout out to Jersey on the
For real, man. So now you out here, man.
Yeah.
The song is out here now. America's gonna get to know To Mazza, and you know what I mean?
Say it, let me hear how you say it.
To Mazza.
To Mazza. Say
To Mazza.
To Mazza.
To Mazza.
To Mazza.
Ting To Mazza.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
Oh, man, right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So for real, man. So listen, I'm gonna bless the song. I'm excited to play it for the first time today. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep the pressure on it, man. It's been a pleasure to connect with you and get to know you. How can people, follow you now and get to that tape?
All right, so you guys can follow me on every platform, like every social, Smiley 61ST. You know, even I started twitching and stuff too, so you guys can find me there too, Smiley 61st. And yeah, dropping deluxe in August again. You know, shout out 103.5. Shout out you guys for having us in the building.
For sure.
And yeah, we love Miami.
That's what's up. Well, listen, man. Welcome, man. Our neighbors from the north, man.
Yes.
That's what's up. Smiley in the building.
Gang.
And listen, man. Make sure you check out. Let me make sure I say it one more time for me.
Don't box me in.
Don't Box Me In.
Yeah.
That's the tape, and then the single.
To Mazza.
To Mazza.
Yes.
All right. To Mazza out right now, featuring the legendary Drake. All right.
Yes,
It's 135 The Beat.
Gang.